You know what's I want to say one more thing about cherries.
Yes.
Cherries, I don't eat meat, but my husband eats meat, and a lot of my clients eat meat. I highly recommend pitting the cherries, mincing them up, adding them to ground beef, or preferably organic, or ground turkey. They add a lot of flavor and juice to burgers.
Oh.
So you can actually put the cherries in with the ground beef, put in some seasonings. Once again, the sweet and savory really blend together. And then you make your burger patties, put them on the grill, because we know that grilling actually increases some of your risk factors for cancer because of the substances that are formed when the meat is grilled. Marinating the meat can reduce that risk by over 90%. So if you marinate it first, that's another way to go. Also, if you're going with a leaner meat, it's going to be less fat, there's going to be less drippings, because sometimes when the meat's being grilled and the drippings go down, the flames that come back up, the smoke that comes back up, deposits more cancer-causing substances onto that meat. So it's very important to have something that's cancer-fighting to go along if you're going to have, especially a barbecue in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
And so putting that right into your burger is a great way to go. Then after you have your burger, you put some, lettuce, tomato, onion, all that stuff on there.
Don't forget the vegetables.
Right.
Now, these cherries I love. These Washington State Rainier cherries. Now, do they have some of the same properties? I mean, they're lighter in color, so how does that work?
They have some of the same properties, but the antioxidants so antioxidants are associated with color, flavor, and aroma.
Okay.
So whenever you see a colorful, fruit or vegetable, part of what's giving it that color is the pigment that's associated with the antioxidant. So this is going to have a different type than that. These limes are going to have a different type than oranges. Okay. I actually think it's good to have I call a broad spectrum. The more colors you have, the more different types of antioxidants you're exposing your body to. Generally, the ones that are the yellow-orange family are kind of antioxidants that protect our eyes and our brain. The ones that are red tend to protect the heart and sometimes the reproductive system. So when you have, I mentioned earlier that too few of us get the purple-blue family. So blueberries are really important to get that in because you're really going to get something special and unique with blueberries that you wouldn't get in strawberries.
Oh,
So.
now let's move on. Are there any other? Now, what about plums? You just talked about the red.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Similar. Now, except what is this?
I think that might be a fluette.
Oh yeah, fluette.
Yeah, and so the great thing to do with plums is grill them.
Really?
Yeah. So you slice up.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah, you wash and slice up the plums. You throw them on the grill. I think a great way to do it is to put a piece of tin foil down and just grill them right on that. And then they're a wonderful part of the dessert. They can be, instead of having, let's say, 1 cup of ice cream, have a half a cup of ice cream topped with grilled plums. Once again, I'm a big fan of the spices. So if you grill them and you put in cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, it adds a little extra kick of flavor, a little layer of flavor there. But you can also grill them, then chill them, and then the next morning add them to your cereal.
I like that, grill and chill.
Grill and chill.
Speaking of cereal, actually, I would love, do you have any other things you'd like to show us before we
can move on?
Oh, okay. Let's go this way. Of course, let's not forget our vegetables.
Beautiful beets.
And I love tomatoes. And nuts. Nuts are wonderful, too.
I recommend nuts every day.
Nuts every day, good. Yeah, I love almonds. My daughter loves almonds and almond butter. Now, I know they're better to eat raw, but I do tend to eat them roasted sometimes.
That's absolutely
Is that
fine.
okay?
Absolutely.
I love tomatoes. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Wow. Now, so someone can actually eat this green one?
Yes, and some of the ugliest tomatoes are some of the best potatoes for me. So
wow.
If you're holding a tomato
This
and
is
it's
gorgeous. Look at
see,
this.
This has a little give when you squeeze it. And
Yeah.
that means it is ripe and ready to eat, even though it's green.
Interesting. That is so interesting.
Some of the most delicious
I thought these
tomatoes
were
are
don't these look like bell peppers from far away?
They could be. Bell peppers have.
I need my new glasses. Okay. So